It's time to bring the brain! Welcome to shovelware's Brain Game! He's not a horror game mascot, he just seems inherently evil because he's participating in late-stage capitalism. It's the Dancing Banana! Memorable events. Alexander Graham Bell, who patented the first electric telephone, was the first person to officially make a phone call. He demonstrated his invention by saying into the phone to his assistant Thomas Watson in the other room, quote, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." In what year did he make this call? Taste test. I love cake, and I love cookies. They share a lot of ingredients, but there's one particular ingredient that's considered the main ingredient in both. What is it? Talking about states. A miniature version of the famous statue, the Thinker. Just think of all its many uses. I think you could think of one if you thought about it long enough. The Grand Canyon is a famous canyon found in a certain U.S. state. In fact, that state is nicknamed the Grand Canyon State. Which state is it? You can't tell that from down there. I'm up in an enclosed recording booth. No, well, one thing I should, excuse me for 1 second. Shapes and such. You'll receive a round-trip travel compensation to the Marsh's grocery store location down the street. But that's not all. As a bonus, you'll also receive an exclusive look at my personal shopping list and the unspoken implication that I'm expecting you to return with the items written on it. We're running low on cheese, by the way. If you saw a three-dimensional object that looked like a perfect circle from all sides, what would you call that shape? Amazing space! Different planets are classified under different types, based on mass, orbit, and what they're made of, among other things. What type of planet is Jupiter classified as? Famous accordion players. This famous accordion player is known for regularly parodying other artists' hit songs. A new car! Park! That's right, the Funny Muffler, the signature item from Funny Muffler Car Parts and Repair. A muffler for your car with a whoopee cushion built right in. Long car rides will never not be funny again. Seeing as you're the only one who showed up, you've been crowned the Grand Champion, regardless of your actual performance. That's a wrap for this episode. Tune in next time for more of the same. I'd like to see that. This episode of Shovelware's Brain Game is brought to you by Fast Feet Footwear. Number 1, Lace Up. Number 2, Zoom a Zoom. We're doing pretty well, so the studio has greenlit a brand new episode of Shovelware's Brain Game! And now introducing everyone's favorite fruit, it's the dancing banana! It's lit, fam! My internet friend is super into the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle fandom and keeps bothering me to read the Sherlock Holmes books. I tried picking up a random one, but they insisted I start from the very first story, and I have no idea which one that is. Help! Nonsense non sequiturs! This isn't what I ordered. Why did you switch the foods? The power of music. Hey, want to hear how high-pitched I can make my voice? Check it out.
What's the name of the highest-pitched group of voices in a choir?
Sports Mix. I'm at this baseball game and, gee, it sure is boring. Say, how much longer do I have to stick around? Like, what's the maximum amount of time a baseball game can go? I'm already so sick of eating peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Monumental landmarks. I'm trying to pawn off a large chunk of limestone. What missing piece of the Great Sphinx of Giza's face should I claim it to be if I want to sell it to a museum? I don't like that. Claustrophobia is the fear of enclosed spaces, such as this absolutely tiny recording booth they've shoved me into to read out this specific question. Not only that, but said recording booth has no windows and no doors. With that in mind, claustrophobia is the fear of what? With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fantastic sides and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 awesome angles, this octagonal eye-catching sign is perfect for sprucing up your neighborhood. Oh man, oh that sounded bad. If anyone asks, this isn't a real one we took from the nearest four-way intersection. Well, it's just you here by yourself, so I guess you win by default! That's the end of this exciting episode of Shovelware's Brain Game. Signing off from Shovelware Studios, Hollywood. This episode of Shovelware's Brain Game is brought to you by Fast Feet Footwear. Number 1, lace up. Number 2, zoom a zoom. Pre-recorded on tape, but technically live for our studio audience, it's Shovelware's Brain Game! He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. It's the Dancing Banana! It's lit, fam! Bah, humbug! I can't stand Christmas and the wider, more inclusive holiday season. In what order will the 3 ghosts from Charles Dickens' famous novel come to visit me tonight? Garden variety. If you ever find yourself trapped in the clutches of a Venus flytrap, which would only happen if you were the size of a fly, which I don't think you are. You know, they don't get that much bigger than a few inches, but that's not important. How long do you have before it digests its prey? Artistic integrity. Pottery is one of the oldest human inventions. People have been making things out of clay for ages and ages. At some point, potters started using a process that would waterproof materials, make them suitable to hold liquids, and also allow them to color and decorate their works. What is the name of the coating used in this process? Shapes and such. What kind of triangle has one angle that measures precisely 90 degrees? Science rules. You're under arrest. The charges brought against you? You jumped up into the air and didn't come back down. You just kinda hung there, midair. In this instance, which of Newton's laws did you break? Taste test. Coffee is made by roasting and blending a certain something. What is that certain something? Correct! This brand new luxury color TV set. That's right, brand new, made yesterday straight off the farm, minty fresh. Not taken from my grandmother's estate sale while they weren't looking. This Tony television set can tune into up to 6 channels. Gather round the tube and soak in the glorious full Technicolor picture that'll have you saying, technically, it's in color. It will also bathe the whole family in copious amounts of radiation, well above the recommended amount. Now that's value. Seeing as you're the only one who showed up, you've been crowned Grand Champion, regardless of your actual performance. That's all for this round, but we'll be right back with another episode in just a few minutes. This episode of Shovelware's Brain Game is brought to you by Smart Technologies. Like, actually, we can't believe it either, but we're pretty hyped about it. For fans of vaguely educational content, don't touch that dial. It's time for Shovelware's Brain Game. Oh, and look at that. Here's the host of the show himself, the Dancing Banana. Zoo Pals. Wow, it's really pouring outside. It's raining cats and something. What other animal is part of that expression again? That's pretty based. Taste test. The process of making cheese is long and convoluted and has many steps. Which of the following is used in the process of making cheese? Garden variety. I've been reading up on the Venus flytrap and they seem super cool. I'd love to go visit them in their natural habitat. Where would that be exactly? Taste test. As seen in Shrunken School Lobby, it's the Refrigerator from Von Bootleg Brands. That's right, it was product placement the whole time. With removable inner shelves and real boxing glove action, the Refrigerator is sure to help you keep your nefarious revenge against society properly served cold. My friends in Europe have been begging me to try bratwurst. Bratwurst this, bratwurst that. I'm supposed to try it and report back to them by tonight. But I have no idea what a bratwurst even is. Help me out. Garden variety. Why do modern American suburbs commonly have lawns despite them being terrible for the environment and largely very difficult and time-consuming to maintain? Not a chance. Shovelware Studios. In Shrunken School Lobby, you're working alongside agents from the organization known as the DMCA. What does DMCA stand for? This very expensive grill from Dinkman. Pull up a chair and host the cookout of the century. You'll be serving up a whole lot of smiles by utilizing the latest in charcoal technology. And maybe the neighbors will finally stop bragging about how great their life is with their fancy SUV and their 2 dogs and their running hot water. Look, I'm sorry, Doug, okay? I can't move my car out of the way to let the street sweeper down our block. The battery is dead, and I make game show announcer money, which isn't a lot, so it's going to stay that way, okay? You made it to the end of the round. There's no one else here, so the winner must be you. That's all the time we have. If anyone needs me, I'll be sitting in my car until we start filming the next episode. This episode of Shovelware's Brain Game is brought to you by Horse. That's right, none of us have any say in the matter. Yeah. Extra pepperoni. 30 minutes or it's free? Hey, great. That's... it's shovelware's brain game! Oh, and look at that. Here's the host of the show himself, the Dancing Banana! I don't like that. I don't like characters whose shoes point up in fiction. Which type of character is often depicted with pointy-toed shoes in various pieces of media? Not from my perspective. Math Zone. What is 37 minus 12? Math Zone. Order of operations is a set of rules dictating which parts of a math equation to solve in sequence. Do you know what part of this question you would need to tackle first? Monumental landmarks. All these normal questions have me pretty bored. You know who isn't bored but is aboard? Here with our special guest question, it's Barty the Smartboards!
All aboard! It's time for a Barty question! Check out this sweet pic from my recent on-set film shoot. Can you figure out where in the world I was? I'll be in my dressing room if you want an autograph after the show. Bye!
Garden variety. Water and sunlight are two key components to making sure your plants grow large and in charge. But there's also some extra TLC you can provide. These types of nutrients will not only add to the fertility of your soil, but also provide the plant with additives that aid growth. What is it called? Zoo pals. Ants! Ants! Ants-Man! There's a lot of those guys all across the globe. No picnic is safe. But how many ants are there? Like, total? Cabbage! And the cheap kind, too! Look, I only had so much budget to get these prizes together, okay? This was gonna be my dinner. You made it to the end of the round. There's no one else here, so the winner must be you. That's the end of this exciting episode of Shovelware's Brain Game. Signing off from Shovelware Studios, Hollywood. Shovelware's Brain Game is brought to you by Friendly Burger. When you're here, you're friendly. The studio wants more, so it's time for Shovelware's Brain Game! It's your host, the Dancing Banana! What? I was supposed to say something interesting? Artistic integrity. Primary colors. Colors you can mix together to get any other color. If you had some paints and wanted to be able to mix together nearly any color you could think of, what colors of paint would you need? Artistic integrity. Let's bring out a special guest to ask the next question. It's 40, the Smartboard!
Howdy, folks! It's time for a question presented by me, 40! Look at this! What is the name of this famous painting by Edvard Munch? Thank you so much for answering my question! Bye-bye!
Taste test. Have you ever heard someone use the phrase al dente when talking about pasta or rice? In Italian, the phrase means to the tooth. But what does that exactly mean? Exactly. Garden variety. In order to do my part to save the planet, I have started to bring my biodegradable waste to a special bin I've made out in the yard. What is this process called? Zoo Pals. Shh! Do you hear that? No, of course you don't. That was a type of animal communication whose sound frequency is too low for humans to be able to hear it. Certain animals like elephants, hippopotamuses, rhinoceroses, and whales use these to communicate over long distances. African elephants can use them to communicate across distances up to 6 miles. What is the name of this kind of sound? Shapes and such. In terms of structures, which shape is the strongest? It's an IOU for one fabulous prize. I ran out of time and couldn't find anything good, but you can redeem this at some point in the future for a real prize. I swear. You made it to the end of the round. There's no one else here, so the winner must be you. Thank you all for watching another fantastic episode of Shovelware's Brain Game. We'll be right back with more after the break. Check out the gift shop while you wait. This episode of Shovelware's Brain Game is brought to you by Force. That's right, none of us have any say in the matter.